It's time to drop the hammer. We are off and running. You got to be patient on this one. I know they want to find their way up to the front of the field, but you also have to be there at the end of this thing. 98 laps a long time around. No brakes on the Turkey Night Grand Prix. So we got a little cluster coming out turn number 4 and down into turn number 1 and 2. They were 3 wide momentarily, now stacked up back towards the tail. Meanwhile, up front, no, there we go. 2 of them up and over Brody Fusen. Capsized, Mitchell Moles up and over. You see Taylor Reimer high centered in the 25K car down on the inside. That was that cluster I was talking about getting into turn number 1 and 2. So here we go. 1 lap scored into the books, 97 to remain, and Logan Seavey punches the throttle. Timms catches a hopper down into the corner, opens himself up to attack. Quick to capitalize, goes Cale Drake to the inside. It's Ryan recalibrate there for the number 67 car. Look back around the outside, drag race for the number 2 spot. Give it to the 71K of Drake. The Nos Energy Drink National Midget Series, and right now is putting a whooping on him. Stepped out by almost a full straightaway over the battle between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on the field. As they continue to duke it out. Close quarters racing down in the corner. Drake's got to get on the binders hard to keep himself out of the 67 car. Now allow Grant to close into number 2. Elbows up. Working that 8W car down into the corner. Spencer Basin trying to put him by the wayside. And that opens up the door now for Larson. Look out, they'll come together out turn number 2. Larson came up, got his right rear into the Nerf bar on McDermott, picked him off. Now goes to work on Baston as Baston slides down, tries to slam the door in his face, and throws a slider on Wiedemann, the 81 car. As Larson methodically picking him off on that low line, now slips up high for the 1K, 3 wide coming out of the corner. Seavey cannot clear lap traffic. He is stuck behind Facinto in the number 14. That's your 23rd position on the racetrack. Seavey dodges down to the inside. Try something to get around Facinto. Tim slings it down into the corner. He'll ride the high line. Here comes the run at your race lead. Up to the back bumper. Beep, beep. I'm here to compete. Slot job into turn number 1. Seavey tried to turn him back to the inside. Scrub speed. And Timms goes to the point for the number 67. Just ambushed him down at that end of the racetrack. And now Timms catches the cushion. He gets squirreled up. Here comes Seavey down to the inside now. Slide job out of the 57 car. Timms stalls it. Oh, my goodness. Seavey going to keep him up on the high side, ride that rim all the way onto the front straightaway, and hustle down into the corner. Larson to the inside. Not enough momentum to make a pass on a slide job. He's going to do it just with pure brute force as he muscles around Seavey. Slides up to take the lane away, and he goes to the P1 spot for the 1K car. Seavey will battle back deep down into turn number 1 and 2. Trying to rock and roll his way onto the back straightaway, but Larson, good drive coming off the bottom. That lane's just too tough. Here comes Seavey with a short slider. Saw it wasn't going to happen. He checked out of it and settles himself back into the clutches of Basin, and there goes Corey Day slipping through. Got a twofer down the front straightaway, and Day goes from 12th to 2nd now for the number 4 car. Good drive going on for Corey Day as he's make something happen on the bottom of turn number 3 and 4. Seavey shuffle back into 3rd. Baston to his outside. Carson Macedo, his teammate, has run down that battle now as he follows down into the corner. Everybody tapping the binders and looking for a lane to run. As look out! Basin caught the cushion. Seavey wanders around like a lost child. Gets into Carson Macedo. Macedo slips through. Now here comes Wiedemann down on the inside. 81 car able to get back around. Boy, she is hot and heavy action taking place back in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and the rest of the field. Meanwhile, outside, deep run into the corner for Carson Macedo. Continues to work on Corey Day. Day back into the number 2 spot that time across. Spencer Basin will let her eat down into turn number 1 and 2. Bottom lane, you can see it starting to get a little black down there on the inside. Take some rubber. There's a lot of traction for action. Unfortunately, at some point, that outside lane's not going to be able to keep up. It's going to be a slow, methodical process from here on out to the end of this one, with 48, soon to be 47 laps remaining for Larson in the 1K cars. Corey Day starting to peak wide for the number 4. We got contact just ahead, and Maraid unfortunately stopped on the racetrack. So he had a look to the inside of Macedo that last time. Comes up and gives a little tap on the bumper down into turn number 3, and I believe Basin's not going to cut Macedo any slack. So again, he pokes the nose up to the inside. Can't quite make the pass on him, but Macedo knows he's got some heavy company. No, Baston's off the pace. Well, biscuits. 5 laps to go. A handful remain that time by. Corey Day has got to get close to that 1K car as Larson starting to get a little cushion of comfort. room to work with. He can bobble, and it won't cost him on this one. Macedo got a good restart for the 99 AU. Got to remember the tires as well. A lot of laps put by the wayside for the racers up front. Those top three out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Day closing. A slow, methodical pace now within a car length out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Larson out front, and now 2 laps to go. This time by Corey Day is right there on the back bumper. Can he get around Kyle Larson? He'll race with him out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Taps the binder, sets himself up. He's waiting. The white flag comes out. It's the final trip around. Corey Day has got to attack. Make the move on Larson. Larson skips out away from him. The 1K car picked up the Hangtown 100. He picks up the 82nd running of the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Corey Day goes second. Carson Macedo rounds out the top 3. And picking up his 4th Turkey Night Grand Prix, Kyle Larson.